Oh my god! Bunnies, we hit it so hard that it went into vats. Hello and welcome to HBFT Gaming. I'm HBFT and we are back with the Outer Worlds. I can't wait to get back into it because after all, on the very last episode, we were able to find Higgins, an engineer who was very involved in the automechanical sentry deployment and process. So we have some options available to us right now that we really need to get into in order to make our progress towards getting that power regulator and making a really tough decision about which colony or which town we should take down. So thus far, if we take a look at the journal, if we look at Stranger in a Strange Land, you'll see that the plant's master control terminal is reporting 3 switches must be flipped individually. So that's number 1. And we've also been asked to, is it right here? Frightened Engineer. We've also been asked to, reprogram the automechanicals as an optional. I think that would be a really good idea because then we're going to save ourselves a lot of ammunition, a lot of damage. We'll probably get a bunch of experience for it. And on top of that, we'll just get a bunch of free loot. So if we can program the automechanicals to actually attack each other, that'll be glorious. Oh, what is this? Yes! All right, buddies. So as you know, Thomas, the engineer over at Adelaide's camp, is actually looking for all of these engineering volumes. And thus far, this is our second 1 out of 3. So this is going to be really good. We got a lot of experience the last time. I guess now this must be the repair bay. So let's head on up. Wrong side of the ladder. And I'm so glad that Higgins is no longer experiencing delusions or delirium. And we're going to head up. Let's see. I think we have 2 more floors after this. And if it doesn't work out, I know that over at the security chief's office, he actually seemed to record in his logs that he stored one of the behavior modules. So let's see, up top. Here we are. Automechanical control terminal, modify behavior. Automechanical behavior mode is guarded, targeting intruders. We want to select a new target. We don't want, let's see, new target. Automechanicals in this facility have been mandated to target intruders. Any attempt to alter this setting is punishable by company law. Your infraction has been noted in your permanent record. Higgins, oh no. Please see your supervisor to schedule a reprimand. I like how it's the onus is on the employee to get themselves punished. I don't think that's going to work out very well. Define intruders. I like that. All persons or entities not identified as property is Spacer's choice. Would you like to modify the definition of intruder? Absolutely. Definition of intruder successfully updated. Modified definition successfully forwarded to security. Please allow some time to process and remove all recently defined intruders. But modified to what? Am I an intruder still? What about new mode? Remain in guard mode. Okay. So this should be interesting. If we take a look at the journal, it says Parvati Chester gave you a passcode to a terminal located elsewhere in the plant. This terminal allows you to reprogram the plant's automechanicals. Changing their behavior might make getting around in the plant easier. Okay, let's test it out then, because I know we saw on the other side of a window that there were a huge number of mechanical sentries that we had to be careful of. Oh, hey, little sprat. Hopefully you're not getting eaten now that we've taken care of the problem. Up on down. Oh, are we gonna? Oh, wait a minute. What if we hurt our legs? Ooh, then we're gonna have to stab ourselves with an EpiPen, and I don't want that. So let's see. What can we do? Oh! Hey, it's Jeremy.
Self-diagnostics complete. Navigation systems.
This is the
combat systems. Operational.
This is the sentry that Parvati helped.
Choice. It's the Spacer's choice.
Why aren't you attacking me?
Hostile actions towards Spacer's choice mechanics are contrary to logical directives.
Wow.
Conclusion: all hostile automechanicals must be defective.
It kind of thinks for itself.
Compliance with Spacer's choice policy. All defective automechanicals must be permanently
Wow, this is cool.
Please allow me to assist.
Bunnies, you see, so if you help people out, you never know how it's going to loop around. This is so freaking cool that Jeremy, as Parvati is wont to do, she names what I think it was the cannery she named as the mechanicals inside named it Bess, and she's named this sentry Jeremy. Let me get this straight. Jeremy, you want to help me destroy other mechanicals?
Affirmative. Mechanicide protocols.
Mechanicide.
Loaded. Awaiting confirmation.
All right. Well, confirmation granted. I like the sound of that. All right. So now we have a friend, thanks to Parvati. Let's take a look at the terminal, repair bay, terminal access. So the repair bay is actually where we need to go because I believe that's where the security chief was headed. Repair log 12.
Corporate just sent a team of technicians to conduct a complete refit of all of our mechanicals. Every sentry and drone. I mean, it's not my place to say so, but doesn't this run contrary to the Spacer's Choice mission of being as cheap as possible? Just in case I'm audited, I would like to formally express how grateful I am to be a part of the Spacer's Choice family. Spacer's Choice is the leading brand in affordable sundry across Halcyon. It's not the best choice, it's the Spacer's Choice.
C. Higgins. Okay, so that delusional mechanic down below.
I just finished a routine maintenance on our mechanical sentries. I found some strange modifications to their logic modules. I haven't had time to run a diagnostic, so I don't know what's been modified. All I know is that these modifications were introduced in our recent refit. Company went through the trouble of refitting every single mechanical in the plant not long ago. Guessing this was the work of those visiting technicians. Well, I filed a report, but my supervisor told me not to worry about it. Said the company knew what it was doing, ordered me to forget about any alleged modifications to the logic modules. Decided to do a bit of sleuthing by my own self, got my hands on a logic module. Time to do a little experimentation.
Oh, so that was the genesis of it all. The very beginning. Examine. C. Higgins.
Borrowed a copy of The Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering. I think it's volume 3. I need something to read down in the pit. Much obliged.
So that we already got. So we're kind of moving backwards on this one. Bypass shunt mag pick. All the ammunition, fantastic. We've got a little help protecting us with Jeremy here. What happened? Plant worker. So I'm curious if the mechanicals have already started attacking each other. You know what I mean? Because we did say redefine. We did redefine what an intruder is. And we've already been here. Energy cells, okay. Man, we are getting stocked up. We're ready for war. This is ridiculous. Well, let's head on over to the routing switch.
2 more.
That's 1.
What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Veil?
I mean, I don't know. What do you think? You want to talk about it?
Yeah, huh?
No, she doesn't. Where are the other switches? 30 meters. Oh, okay. They're where we were before. 18 meters. Thank you for the protection, Jeremy. I feel so much safer now. 2nd floor, probably 3rd floor. Jeremy, you coming? Oh, we can pick it? Ooh, should we? Let's hold off for a second. There's definitely hostiles in here.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
I wonder if you could probably turn it off if you go through the mag pick door. They're not going to target us, are they?
Oh,
They do. They are.
performing an area sweep now.
Great work!
A lot of experience still.
Here we go!
Oh my god! Bunnies, we hit it so hard that it went into vats. Yes! All right, where's our friend? Oh, he's way back there. Parvati came with us. All the steam is very dangerous. Oh man, we really got to turn that off. Steam distribution, engineering 15, shut off steam release valves. Heck yes. There it is. All right, so you never know. There might be some loot. Heck it. Riot control armor. What is this? Are we going to look super cool? 7 armor versus what? 5? Tech skills, stealth skills. Sure, why not? Look at... Not the most fashionable, but I will take it. That's pretty awesome. We're like fuchsia or magenta or something. Definitely the place to. So we could have hacked our way in, but this way we save on the mag picks. Just grab the bypass shunts. This is what I love about games like this. Just the fact that you have access to so many options of how you tackle a problem. Go up top. There we go. There's the switch. One more.
If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil?
That's a great question. I believe you asked that a moment ago. I tried to talk to you about it. I mean, I would imagine they'll do pretty well. Because all of a sudden...
System beginning security.
Oh no! Hey, yes! Where's the drone? Drone down? Yeah, Parvati, I would imagine that McDevitt and her crew would do really well because all of a sudden the people who didn't want to be in Edgewater would leave and do the same thing, right? You know, it's self-determinants. They're going to be able to figure out if they want to join Adelaide in the group or maybe they don't, you know, and that's totally okay. I think the problem is when you, in this case, you have people who are trying to force Adelaide and her crew to make a decision. And it's a bit of a bummer for them. Let's see, routing switch. All right, here we go. Third one, bunnies. Last one.
Last. I'm not sure what the ride is. All I know is the decision's final.
I hear you. We'll make a good decision. All right, 87 meters. We'll head on back to the control room, see what we can do. Yes, all right, so this is what a lot of games do. They'll actually bar you from being able to use a shortcut door, and then right when you finish the main objective, you've gone through hell and high water, they'll go ahead and allow you a shortcut back to where you need to go. I think it's really good level design. But at this point, I kind of feel like we're going to hack in. I kind of want to, because I don't know where this security chief's key card is. We'll just get in and see what we can do. Weapon parts, impact hammer. Already picked up one of those. Weapon parts, adrenatime, corrupted logic module. I wonder, so, if we take this back to Higgins, is he going to do anything with it? That's a real question. You know what? Let's run on down. I know it's kind of a ways back, but I kind of want to see. I'm curious. Maybe, because isn't this what he studied the first time? You know what I mean? So we're going to go find Higgins. I can remember the way back. Oh, we can do this with 0? Heck yes. Our lockpicks are crazy right now. It was for free that time. Got free experience out of it. Let's find the ladder, go down a couple of levels, and we're there. All right, Higgins. We're coming for you. This might jog your memory, or at least we'll let you know, like, hey, do you have a preference on what we choose and what we do? Hello, you playing Chinese checkers by yourself?
What's eating you?
I wanted to ask you something.
The tail. Definitely start with the tail.
God.
If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy.
I'm so glad that you're so well versed in eating sprats. Well, what happened to this place?
Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that
Well,
moved.
I have something for you if you want to talk about it. That's horrible. How could this have happened?
You mean, why did the Mechanicals go on a murderous rampage? Same reason
The
any of us
voices
do,
told
I
them to do
suppose.
it?
The voices told me
Oh
to
my
do it.
goodness.
I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out.
Well, I guess he doesn't want to talk about it. I don't really know what we would do with the corrupted module. I wonder if that would have been helpful when we were reprogramming all the bots. You know, maybe it would give us the option to actually change sentry mode. Maybe it would actually give us the option to change the target instead of just redefining what an intruder is. But I guess it doesn't really matter now. We're all set. We're good to go. Let's be done with the geothermal plant and choose whom we are helping. 76, huh? This place is a veritable maze. Oh my goodness. Where are we going? Was it this way? There we go. Back up. Hey, Jeremy. Is that you? Yes, it is. I was about to shoot him. That'd be ridiculous. There we go. We are now here. We have a hard choice to make, but I've kind of already made it in my mind. All right, I'm giving you one last chance, Parvati. Do you want to say anything about this?
Something you need?
You mentioned something earlier I want to ask you about.
In the bar? When I asked if you were a
Nope.
drinker?
You sounded worried.
Sorry. I know, it's none of my business.
I'm gonna guess you're not a drinker yourself. I don't make a habit of imbibing. I like a drink now and again. All right, I don't make a habit
It's not
of
like
it.
I think it a failing, mind. It's just I live right across the road. Most nights I watch folks out my window. When they come in here, they might be happy or sad. Mostly they're tired.
That I can understand.
When they leave, they're mad at themselves. Or they stumble into the alley and I listen to their hearts breaking.
Oh, that's... So, Bunnies, you remember in Edgewater, in the alleyways, we found a bunch of loot? Do you think it's because people would stumble out drunk and then just drop all their stuff? You're very sensitive, aren't you? There's nothing wrong with that.
Am I? Well, it's just normal to me.
Well, the world needs people like you, Parvati.
Why isn't everybody else, I wonder?
Let's get back to it. All right, Bunnies. Well, I've already made my choice. I think it's pretty clear.
Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask.
Okay, now you want to talk.
Do you understand what you're about to
Yes,
do?
I do. Well, I wouldn't mind hearing your opinion, Parvati.
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of...
Really?
came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just...
Why
living
did
their
they make
lives
this
the only way
harder?
They know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
We're not punishing them. I see your point. I think I'm ready to make a decision. Reed tells me Edgewater's going to die without workers in power. The deserters are a community. I can't just destroy what they've built.
Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again.
And that's food.
Plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that hadn't.
Right?
But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred?
I mean, Parvati, to be fair, I don't know. I kind of feel like, oh, this is tough. Because honestly, like, I value what Parvati thinks. But at the same time, when it comes to, there's like the side of maybe she takes delight in suffering. Maybe she takes the delight in Edgewater suffering, as an example, for Adelaide. But when I think about it, I have to wonder whether or not it actually makes sense to take them offline because they just want to live their own life. You know what I mean? So maybe it's just Schadenfreude or something where you take delight in other people's suffering just because they've been a thorn in your side for so long. But really overall, you're looking at one scenario where you have a set up establishment and they just want to fulfill their quota. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be very heartfelt. I don't know if I don't really have the right to make this choice, but I guess I got to do it. I think I'm ready to make a decision.
Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
I'm sorry, Parvati. I'm glad you did. I like hearing from you. Don't worry about it. I was barely listening. God, I'm glad you did, Parvati. I like hearing from you.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that
order. And I'm sorry because I know I'm doing opposite of what you asked. Redirect the power. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes. Redirect power to Edgewater. Redirect power to Botanical Laboratory. We're going. Edgewater power regulator is now safe to remove. Botanical Laboratory is now operating at optimal capacity. Oh, we got ourselves a level up, buddies. But first I want to see, does Parvati have anything to say about this?
I can't stop thinking on Edgewater, Captain. I'm glad the deserters are gonna be alright now they got power, but what about the town? All those people.
Well, we can talk to them. Maybe they want to go join up. All right, well, let's take a look at our level and perks. So perks-wise, so this is a big one. We need 3 more points to get us over to tier 2, so we got to figure this out. Ammo stock, base armor rating, companion crit chance, durability, carrying capacity, walk speed, tactical time dilation, base health, and vendor prices. I kind of feel like the recharge rate is more important just so that we can have that online as much as possible. We'll go ahead and apply that. And we'll go back to our skills. I would like to get things to skill level 40, because that will get us to competent. So in general, if I could, we'll take a look at stealth. We'll get our lock picking and hacking up to 40 if possible. There's 40 and there's 40. And that was perfect. All right, perfect. All right, let's go. Return to Reed. Oh, he's not going to like this. Here's the thing. What if we just take the power regulator and then we go to Reed, huh? Is that an option? We can always hit M. Can we fast travel? Not when we're indoors. Let's get out of here. All right, so we're going back to Reed. They might turn hostile. They might try to attack us, but we're ready. We've got a whole bunch of firepower available to us. I just hope Parvati's okay. I know that it's her home, it's her town, it's her people, but we'll see. Hopefully she doesn't leave. I know in some games they actually make it where, you know, if you make a certain decision, companions aren't going to be with you anymore, and I really like her. She gives us some really good perks as well, including additional engineering, hacking, and the like. Let's fast travel. Oh, what's this? Botanical lab. Okay. We'll head on over to Edgewater. Moment of truth, bunnies. Moment of truth. We're going to get ourselves a power regulator. This is going to be really good, but at the same time, at what cost? And it says to visit Reed. He's probably going to be livid, and he's probably going to attack us, so we have to be ready for this. So what I'm going to do, they are organic. So you remember on the last episode, we picked ourselves up a light machine gun at 320 DPS. Definitely going to swap that out. Flip sort. Close range. I have a feeling, you know what, we're going to hold on to that just so we have options. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. You know what? Let's stop by the workshop, Parvati's workshop first, because I know we haven't done any modification thus far, and I have a feeling they're not going to be too happy about this situation. Maintenance division, constable. Oh, is this all shut down? Interesting. So the workbench is not available right now. Wow, this whole town is in the red. Dude, that is wild. That is wild. And he's not up. He does. You'd have to take the elevator to get up, but you can't. Oh boy, he's gonna try and stop us. He's at the power regulator. He knows what's going on. There he is.
You want to know what gets my bile churning?
What's up, Thompson?
Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters. Plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it?
It's not personal. I need your power regulator. I don't owe you an explanation. To teach you a lesson. I don't know if we really went to teach him a lesson, but... Look, Thompson, I don't owe you an explanation.
You're right. I put the fate of our town in the hands of some feckless transient. This is my fault. And all Edgewater's paying for my mistake. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders
just
to
out of
fire
spite? Oh, we can... Oh my goodness. Our persuasion and intimidation. Thompson, call off your guards. I don't want them bleeding all over my power regulator.
All right, easy now. Let's not do anything we'll regret. I'll order my guards to stand down. Take what you came for and then leave us be.
All right, it worked. I'm curious, how many guards did you actually have? Just 2? 3?
Stand down, all of you. We're done.
3 guards, huh? 4 guards? That would have been easy, but just go in and mow everyone down. All right, bunnies, let's do it. We finally get our power regulator. There we go. I don't think they're going to give us any trouble, but we have to be ready. It looks like there may have been a 5th. Kind of interested to... I guess they don't deserve to die, so... Glad it worked out that way. Later, suckers. No. Let's not. Yeah, let's not poke at him. Oh, what's going on here?
Maybe Adelaide was right to leave.
Desertion is a criminal offense, punishable by
Oh,
hard
come
labor.
on. Let him out.
Got my hands full at the moment. Make it quick, please.
Oh, that was it? What about... Come on, you can leave.
Just gotta keep our heads
Oh,
up.
come on. What about Adelaide? How strange. Well, let's take a look at the journal, see what we can do. Stranger in a strange land, return to the unreliable. You found a power regulator. I kind of feel like we should drop off that volume, the engineering volume, see how Adelaide and crew are doing. Maybe there's something extra that we can do before we end it here, before we just put our power regulator into our ship and leave. After all, we do have Parvati, we do have Vicar Max. I don't know, maybe we'll pick up another companion, you never know. All right, I believe this is the botanical lab, yeah? Oh, no. This is the geothermal plant. We'll follow the yellow brick road. And brake left. I remember this feeling so much larger, but it's... Oh, what is that? Leather boa? Oh. Oh. Maybe it wasn't going to attack us. 362. All right, we're here, bunnies. We're here. Let's see what's going on. Hopefully they're happy with us now. Hey, Grace. Where's your boss? Actually, where's Thomas? I believe he was over here on the edge. Thomas Kemp.
Any luck finding one of those
Heck
manuals?
yes, we got you number 3, baby. Today's your lucky day, Thomas. I got one of those data pads you wanted.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Numero 3. The elusive part 3. Someone stashed it away inside the old geothermal plant.
The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals.
Well, was is the operative
Two old
word.
data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment.
625, that's incredible. Look, I want to ask you something.
What's on your mind?
Never mind. All right, let's find Adelaide. That's going to be the last thing that we do before we get on out of here. I believe she was in the greenhouse, yes? So right over here. There she is.
Do you hear that? That low, pleasant hum of electricity? It whispers across the veil like the winds of change. You've done well.
You're welcome.
I would have paid my last 5 bits to see the look on Reed's face when the last lamp in town burnt out and the cannery fell to silence.
You really have it in for Reed, don't you?
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him.
Really?
Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted.
I wonder why.
So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and
Wow.
That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
No wonder. No wonder she hates the town. But what happens now?
Time's come to look toward the future. We'll grow, I expect. A lot of workers out there with nowhere else to go.
Well, you don't sound too pleased, though.
I don't look forward to turning folk away. Camp's gotta stay pure, though.
Wow.
Can't have corporate loyalists mixing with us, no matter how desperate.
Seriously?
I am curious.
I thought you'd be better than
Why
that.
did you help us? You don't know who we are. You don't owe us a thing. The plant's crawling with mechanicals, so it stands to reason you risked your life.
Well, let's see. Between your camp and Reed's cannery, yours is the better way of life. I don't like the idea of being Reed's lackey. I didn't do this for you. I'm trying to repair a ship. I'd rather not say. I guess I'd say between your camp and Reed's cannery, yours is the better way of life.
You're not quite like anyone else I've met. You haven't had your consciousness programmed by the board. You're welcome among us if you're ever so inclined.
Well, thank you very much. I gotta admit that I feel a little less sure now. I totally thought that they seem like people who are saying, you know, if you wanna leave and if you wanna do your own thing, totally so be it. But the fact that she'll even turn away people who just need a place to stay kind of hurts a little bit. Let's see. As far as getting over to her ship, we might as well just fast travel back to Edgewater. At that point, we'll head on over and let's see what happens when we put in that power regulator. I'm really curious whether it's going to make us leave the system, or I have no idea. So I'm really excited to find out, because a lot has led up to this point. So let's just go to the journal here. We'll go Stranger in a Strange Land. We are ready, and let's do this. 326 meters. We're on our way. Corporate recruit. They're not going to attack us, are they? Nope.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come for a visit?
Not today. Just helping this fella.
All right. We did it, buddies. I have to admit that I have mixed feelings about the whole situation, but in this case, we did it. And you know what? A win's a win. Oh, got to go around. We're on all these like basalt rock formations or something. Okay, opposite side of the ravine. Bandit camp that we've cleared. Already looted this. So I'm curious if Lieutenant Mercer is still there, because they work for Spacer's Choice. We took out Edgewater, the community, and I don't know if she still needs to process the paperwork and the like. Hopefully Ada's going to be really happy. We haven't seen her in a while, quite a few episodes actually. At the top of that, now we're going to be able to have everything up and running.
Is this your ship? Oh my
Yes!
stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh.
Feel free to name her
babbling.
Parvati.
When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew.
What? Right now, you're kind of the crew.
Edgewater won't last another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects me back at my post.
She kind of reminds me of Kaylee from Firefly. Those deserters left Edgewater behind. Nothing keeps you from doing the same. You never been on a ship before. Why are you telling me this? Oh, hey, Parvati, those deserters left Edgewater behind. Nothing keeping you from doing the same.
I have imagined it, but until you came along, I never thought I had the choice.
Well, you do.
I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come?
Yes!
I could tend to your
Yes, you
engine.
can.
I know my G valves for my
I already said
catalyzers,
yes.
and I can keep your ship safe. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
I think that sounds fantastic. I'd be glad to have you along. Pick a cabin. It's yours.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. I got a captain.
All right, let's do this, buddies. We finally have our regulator. Let's make Ada happy.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim
We'll
a
let
room.
Parvati claim a room as well. She has every right. Let's head over to the engine room. There it is. Moment of truth. In 3, 2, and 1. She's humming. All right, Ada. Hope you're happy.
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten the
What?
What
Why?
can I do for you, Captain?
I've installed the power regulator, Ada.
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters.
Oh, man.
I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Absolutely. I'm really excited. Well, you know what, Ada? Let's get out of here. Here we go, buddies. Oh, God, not looking too good. It's happening. Oh, look at those little oars. It has like a ship, like a rowboat type of aesthetic to it. It's kind of crazy. They're like flaps and the like. Against all odds, the Unreliable takes flight.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Yes! Good. I've been wanting to hear from him, Ada.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own
Darn
ship.
straight.
I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die.
I know. Smacked his
How
head.
are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
Sure, but where are we talking about? All right, well, I've been feeling a little lightheaded, Phineas. Also, I can slow down time.
Oh, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine.
Thanks.
What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are
I wonder
to
what
blame.
happened.
The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right.
Oh!
You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Dude! Holy crap! So this kind of makes a little more sense. I wonder if the Hope maybe it was like the very first of the ships sent to Halcyon Colony. And they ended up having a malfunction, went to sublight speeds, and then at that point we had all the brightest minds, the people who were to terraform the planet, to set everything up. This was like the seed of civilization, you know what I mean? And then something just went horribly awry. And in order to kind of dissuade people from wanting to follow suit and potentially be lost to the void for 70 years, the board just kind of was like, sweep it under the rug and we'll keep our advertising going. Let's see. I'll have a word with Gladys. Why do we need a nav key to land on a planet? You're asking me to get involved with the black market. I have no problem with that. I could put a couple light years between me and Halcyon. Can't I land somewhere outside Stellar Bay? Well, why do I need a nav key to land on a planet, Phineas?
Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless.
What are you talking about?
Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation.
So Ada.
Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Culkelly.
Okay. Fine, then I'll go have a word with Gladys.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design.
Really?
Cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time.
Okay.
I call it the holographic shroud.
Retrieve it?
I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
Dude! I'll put it to good use. Thank you. You want to explain what a holographic shroud is?
Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits. First-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last.
Heck yes.
Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a
I wonder where we get those cartridges, though. Well, I'll put it to good use then. Thank you.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab.
Heck yeah, sounds like a plan.
And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie.
All right, Phineas.
The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Everyone seems to have their own angle.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Oh, man. All right, got it. Thank you so much, Ada. Holy crap, this is absolutely incredible. I am so excited that we finally have control of the Unreliable. We can go wherever the heck that we want, and we can do whatever we want. So this is really freaking exciting. Unfortunately, we have to wrap it up here, but I had a total blast. I hope you did as well, and I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good night, buddies. He's moving. Good hit. Here's the shot. Here's the shot. Yes! Buddies, let's do this. All right, buddies, here we go. He made a tactical error We're gonna crush this guy. 100%.